G'day and welcome to Game 2 between Navi and Tempest in this lower bracket elimination, TI11 Last Chance Qualifiers. We have our initial bans, Marcy and Bat, taken out by Navi. Of course, they didn't have first pick, so Navi, you have to get rid of Marcy. Tempest removed the Shadow Fiend and Clockwork. First pick, Tiny from Tempest, and in response, Primal Beast and Enigma. I think this Primal Beast is so close to being first ban material in a lot of matches. Just isn't quite there, but man, it feels strong. Certainly, if it makes it through the first phase, it's likely to be banned in the second phase. So this is the first phase Enigma. Enigma not banned. Tempest removed the Clockwork, and we actually saw from previous games today that Sweden Strong has been playing that Clockwork, and didn't actually win the games with the Clockwork, but obviously Tempest still feeling that that Sweden Strong Clockwork is quite deadly. Now, a first phase Enigma is a bit dangerous. Tempest have shown a Tiny. There's plenty of picks here. Plenty of picks here that could counter this Enigma. You got Venge, Warlock, Rubik. Okay, they leave their options open for the time being. Instead, secure the Puck, which, you know what? I'm all for this draft of Tempest. I think Puck is one of the stronger mid lane heroes right now. Very good in lane, rarely gets bullied out, can clear the waves, and has good mobility around the map, good for rotations, and then late game can absolutely style on oppositions if you sort of get some cooldown reduction and you almost become unkillable. It almost takes a hex to catch you out.
5 seconds remaining.
I would like to see Tempest pick some sort of Enigma counter. In the games I've seen so far across all the qualifiers, I've noticed that if you just leave an Enigma to be unchecked, yes, there's the occasional game where the team without the Enigma will win. However, it's rare. It's rare. If you leave an Enigma completely uncounted, the chances are you will lose.
10 seconds remaining.
Even a support Enigma will get there in the end. The game goes to sort of 40 minutes or so. That Blink will come online with the Wraith Pact as well, and we'll just have a lot of value.
Navi's turn to ban.
Navi banned the Winter Wyvern, so a way to cancel the black hole. Clockwork's already been banned, so that would be another way to cancel the black hole. So Clockwork, Winter's Curse. I just wonder whether they go all in on banning the supports here. Go take out Venge and Warlock. Silencer, still available as well. So Silencer, there it is, yeah. There's the Silencer ban. I sort of feel like it's that's the plan here. Make this a really good Enigma game.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Can Tiny do it? Ground targeted with the toss. If you can get close enough, I think you'd be caught in the black hole. Not through BKB, right? Lena is banned. Don't believe so. Let's just have a look. Does pierce spell immunity, but you'd have to be close enough. You'd have to be standing in the black hole, and if you're doing that, you're stunned. So, like, theoretically, it's possible if Enigma casts the black hole right, like, outside of, not at all on top of themselves. But it's pretty niche. It's possible, but very, very unlikely.
5 seconds remaining.
With the Viper ban from Navi last. So not committing fully on getting rid of these supports. They feel like they can deal with perhaps a Venge or a Warlock. And Silencer is really the one you want to get rid of when you pick this Enigma. Because you can just be anywhere on the map, ulti, silence, and it's done. The only way you can really ever counter a silencer
Tempest
is to either
turn
kill the
to
silencer or get a refresher. And it's likely you'll have a refresher earlier than the silencer has a refresher. So that's the one that you really have to be careful of when you're picking this core Enigma. The other ones are more situational. The Venge has to be in the right area. Warlock has to be close enough to cancel with the rock.
5
They can be
seconds
caught a lot
remaining.
more. Silencer can just sit in the back line. So Disruptor, good catch. So I'm looking at this team at the moment, seeing Primal Beast Disruptor. It's going to be pretty active. Glimpses will be pulling him back towards the rest of their team. Good laning presence
Navi's turn to pick.
from the Disruptor. And Avenge is actually grabbed by Tempest. There it is. So they have got a counter to the Enigma.
Tempest's turn
This
to
is
ban.
fair enough. Bloodseeker, Vengeful Spirit. Ember now from Navi. Now the thing with the Venge and the Enigma, and I know I'm talking a lot about Enigma and Enigma counters in this game because if there isn't any, the Enigma is king. With the Vengeful Spirit, it's pretty good because
10
even
seconds
if
remaining.
the Enigma gets to the stage where they have a Lincoln's,
5 seconds remaining.
then the Vengeful Spirit can just swap out their ally. Swap out your core and save them. You don't even need to swap the Enigma. You don't even have to stop the black hole. You just have to get your own ally out of there.
Navi's turn to ban.
So, Venge being aware of if Enigma has a Lincoln's is really, really important. Because you never want to try to swap out the Enigma and have the Lincoln's proc when you just could have swapped out, you swap out your Bloodseeker, swap out your Puck, and that would have
10
ended a lot
seconds
better.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ember Spirit, fast movements around the map with Disruptor and Primal Beast. So I think Navi want to apply a lot of pressure around cooldowns with the Black Hole. But even when the Black Hole is down, this Ember Primal Beast Disruptor lineup will still move and move with a lot of punching power.
10 seconds remaining.
We're still yet to see the POS 1 to see if this is sort of a fighting POS 1 or a farming POS 1 from Navi, but the 2, 4, and 5, it looks like from Navi, will be able to make considerable space on the map. Tempest, their draft, I think, looks better than Game 1. I will give them that. I think the Game 1 draft looked a little bit directionless with how they pulled it together, and certainly were lacking somewhat of a front line. You can see the Viper, the Offlane Viper in Game 1 definitely wasn't the front line they were looking for against a Drow.
Navi's turn to ban.
Well, Enigma will probably get to the stage Dante Garland where he has the Black Hole, the BKB, and a Lincoln's. And I'm assuming he has a BKB because he's going to need a BKB against the Blood Ride on the deck, against Avalanche, against the Silence from Puck and the Coil. So there's plenty of reasons he'll just get a BKB. But in terms of getting a BKB and a
10
Lincoln's,
seconds remaining.
then it's
5
a little bit
seconds remaining.
more difficult to get the saves then, as the Venge. And in that case, you can just swap out your own hero. Naga banned along with Sniper. I think really good bans from Tempest. The Naga it's just feels ultra good this patch at the moment. Navi removed the Veno and the Weaver. Oh, I'm all on board with the Weaver ban. Sign me up, Navi. Give me the fanboy badge. Banning Weaver. Feels good, man. The bug is gone. 26 seconds left in the draft for Tempest. They appear to need a POS 3. You'd think this is a 1 Bloodseeker, mid Puck, a 4 and 5 Tiny and Venge. It's not really a lot of physical damage at this point, so Underlord wouldn't be too good. They go for the Visage. Okay, that actually provides a little bit of tempo for Tempest, how they want to play this game. With the Venge, minus armor, and the Aura, Visage Birds, Tiny getting a Blink Dagger. There is a really strong timing here for
10
Tempest.
seconds remaining.
If they can hit their timing, BKB on Bloodseeker as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Blink Tiny and Puck, BKB Bloodseeker, some levels on Vengeful Spirit, just have the debuff and the Aura, And then maybe level 2 birds on Visage, because that's a pretty big step up from level 1 to level 2. Tempest have a really, really strong timing where they could take over this game. It just, everything has to go well for them to get to that point. So I'm liking the Tempest draft. It's a lot better than game 1. It seems like there is a plan, there is ideas in place that can come together. Navi, though, they're looking pretty decent themselves as well. They have this Enigma. It is somewhat countered, but not hugely countered. There is no global silence. Sweden Strong is on the Primal Beast, and that makes me smile. I've seen Sweden Strong play the Beast, and it's something else. He understands how to play this hero in the 4 position. Solo on the 5 Disruptor. No one will pick up Ember Spirit, and we haven't really talked about it, but V-Tune has the Wraith King. Pretty good against Bloodseeker. With the Rupture, you can just have the second life. You can see there's strong initiation here from Tempest with the tiny blink, Puck blink. Swap back in from Venge. Although Venge never wants to use the swap aggressively here. Always wants to hold that swap to get the Enigma defensively. So, with the second life on the Wraith King, we'll just live through that burst or respawn again through the burst and go for round 2. I'm not sure that Tempest will have enough. Looks like we do have a pause just as we're getting in. As we load into the game. There we go. Okay. let the players get in first, shall we? Play with the highest magic or pure damage done to heroes by 10 minutes. I mean, I guess we go for magic. Physical. Probably Sebas. Play with the first triple kill. Like no one. How long will the game be? 37 to 44. Most D-wards by when? 15 minutes. Probably just solo. Solo. So, just have a slight disconnection here from no one at the moment. Shouldn't be too far away, and we'll be back in. No reasons being given for the time being. I'd assume it's just the slight connection problem. Let's check out some cosmetics while we're waiting. Where are we? Oh, the beast. Down the gullet. Down the gullet. That's a scary, scary sight to be looking at. You've got the Destroyer of Worlds, Enigma to the right, and then you've just got the Destroyer of Dinner right in the middle. Destroyer of Dinner right in the middle. Over to here. Can we get... Oh yeah, this is the squad right here. This is me and the boys heading out to collect bounty runes.
No blood for you.
I mean, absolute plebs here on foot. You know, Ember and Wraith King on foot. You're gonna ride something. You go to battle. You may as well be riding a beast. Let Tempest line up. See what they're rocking here. It's a little bit close. Just back up a little bit. Bloodseeker. He's got a good grin, smiling for his school photos, I have to say. Visage. Just coming back from the Shadow Realm or something to that effect, it would appear. Puck. I mean, whoa. Actually curious. Hello. Oh, we got a little Phoenix chick here. We got a Panda. Got Baby Roshan. Gerbil or some description. And, oh, like a Puma. A Puma. Piney's just happy to be here. This actually just makes me think of Jerex's face. I don't know why, but maybe it's just because Jerex played Tiny so much in a couple of TI wins. And do we look at Puck? We got to look at Puck. Right in the middle here. Puck the fairy dragon. The wings popping. How many limbs does Puck actually have? I didn't think I realized Puck had so many limbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 limbs on the puck. Incredible. And, I mean, are these even wings at the top here? I don't think they are. Are they wings? I think they are. Maybe they look like petals, but I'm going to choose to believe they're wings. We've got like 8 wings rocking with like a triple wing tail. You know, this is some pretty good stuff here. Do we have any... Here we go. We got one. Yeah. Created by Sweden Strong. Yep. Job. What do we got? No, just... no inscription at all. This is all you need. Can we get down on this level? Have a look. Just stretching out. This is the stretch you do before you go for your run. Oh. Actually, that's the stretch you do when you get up from your computer chair. That's what it is. Oh, just crack the back. Oh, crack it. Oh, please. Thank you. That's quality stuff. I get someone banned if finds something here. Let's look at the other team then. So we're equal opportunists. What do we got? Awaken my masters. Some very tame work here. Let's have a little look. Have a close look. I mean, he's just going in. Just going. He's missing his spear. I have to say, I don't know about awakening when you're you got up on the wrong side of the bed, Husker. There's no spear. He's gone to battle with the air spear. Playing some air guitar with the air spear.
You again?
Do you have any others? Oh, it's just the one? Really? Well, that's Tempest. I have to say, in terms of statues in the base, you're one down, and I guess you're down a game at the moment. So that would make sense. We'd actually get the close-up view on our primal beast here. Oh yeah, the tongue going side to side. Got the bone here. Oh, he's roaring. Look, the statue is coming to life. What can I say? It's an alive statue. I mean, what are they? Is this meant to be like different? Is that like Slark or Slaughter? And then you've got Magnus's horn, and then who's this? Who's this meant to be? I can't actually picture who that is, because this is Magnus, right? This looks like Slaughter. Oh, actually, oh, we're in. We're good to go. No more. Oh, it's actually golden. I didn't get to see it in golden view. Feels bad, man. So, teams will be heading out after our initial pause. Game is moving in this game 2 between Navi and Tempest. Sweden Strong heading top with a Sentry Wood. Taro might just scout it out a little bit. Doesn't have any woods himself, but we'll just move top to see if he can scout any orbs coming out. Sebas in the mid lane did use the illusionary orb to move out. Get there nice and quickly before the vision would have been placed from Navi. We can just see 5 minutes 49, 5 minutes 45. Yes, so about 3 to 4 seconds earlier. May have even seen this would be planted. Wasn't checking to see if they were smoked. I don't think they were. I don't think at least Navi was smoked. I don't think so. There's a ward on this bottom lane as well, planted by Tempest. Or some challenges being thrown out. Navi and Sol are actually Lays and Sol are actually challenging each other on the same team. This is what a pause does. Actually, we have a movement. There's a ward here from Navi just scouting this out. It's an odd ward spot to have level 1. I mean, you'd normally see that from the opposition, not as a defensive ward spot, but did maybe save Solo there. He didn't have that area covered. So as we head to our lanes, mid lane we'll see no one on the Ember Spirit. Laning up against Sebas on the puck. In the top lane for Navi, Lasers here with The Enigma will be supported probably by Sweden Strong on this Primal Beast. In the top lane, Cat U on the Venge will be supporting Kitaro on the 1 Bloodseeker. In the bottom lane for Navi, Solo on Disruptor and V-Tune on the Wraith King. And they're against Draken on the Visage and Sladen on the 4 Tiny. So we see again in this off lane, Draken won't be have as strong as lane as he did last time with the Viper. And he even got bullied then. You never want to be bullied as a Viper, but Visage doesn't have strong lane presence. Obviously, Soul Assumption is very good and does deal a lot of damage, but really you want to hit the level 6 and you really become a whole new beast once those birds come out and are online for Draken on this Visage. Solo will continue to use the Thunderstrike just to try and force back Tiny, make him feel a little bit uncomfortable in this lane. Got another Clarity sent out, so they have plenty of regen to work with. Taro underneath the tower will just continue to pressure with the Bloodright. Try and kill off the Eidolons so they don't multiply. And he's done a really good job. Got 2 out of 3 there. There will be 1 that multiplies, so it won't be completely lost value there. 4 lays on the Enigma, but you never want to see those Eidolons that get killed off. We'll lock up the camp there on Sweden Strong, just using the fog a little bit to his advantage. The Kitaro, he's right underneath the tower. Wants to try and get the deny and won't get it. Tower will get the kill, so XP going towards the Enigma. Sweden Strong still battling against Cat U. There is a stun in 5, and TP is just going to come out back to the tower. Got a salve. No salve, but another tango. Might actually be bullied back here. Stun, Malefice. Catches onto Kitaro, but the silence. Bloodright does get the Enigma. Kitaro's taking a lot of damage here from the Eidolons. Gotta be careful. Onslaught comes through. There is no trample just yet. The last right click. Oh! Saved by Cat U. Bloodright on the ground again. Sweden Strong manages to get himself out of it. Obviously, the tail of the Primal Beast isn't affected by ground targeted spells. That's not where the hitbox is at. But a lot of action on this top lane. No kills though. Bottom lane, 2 on Tiny, so there is the potential for some more damage, but it's the tree grab, not the toss. So burst is going to be pretty low on this bottom lane still until Tiny probably gets hits level 3 or level 4 now. Mid lane, 15 and 1 to Sebas, 14 and 2 to no one, in 15 or 16 and 2 now. So very even on this mid lane for the 2 of those. Both with a bottle as well. So I have plenty of regen. Runes will spawn in 49 seconds. And Puck is starting to feel the harass of the level 2 Sleight of Fist. It is extra 80 bonus hero damage at level 2. So decent amount of damage coming out. He will want to get a rune at 4 minutes. If he doesn't, he might need to rely on a bottle refill from a support or maybe even just head home. Blaze now has the completed Urn of Shadows. Got that nice and early to capitalize on any early kills. Start getting those charges in the urn. So 3 magic wand charges plus a fairy fire. Sebas probably won't go down here, but he may get harassed out if he doesn't find himself a bottle charge. At the moment, I don't see any supports rotating to the mid lane to secure that rune. Cat U does get onslaughted. Malefice there as well. Actually short of mana. Doesn't have the trample. They might just still chase him down. First blood is on offer here. They need a couple more clicks. They don't turn around. Onto Kitaro. Sweden Strong actually might be in trouble here now. Cat U does have 3 mangoes. So plenty of mana for himself and the Bloodseeker if they want to get something done. Bottom lane, the fight's happening. V-Tune, he's caught inside the field. And with the level 3 on Sladen, does actually get the damage. Turn around. We'll solo onto the Visage at least, but Tempest will be definitely happy with that. Getting a first blood on their offlaner, on the POS 1 of all heroes, and it's a turnaround kill, but it's just for the support. Silence. Bloodright does connect onto Laze. Chasing him down. Taro, level 2 in the Thirst. Laze doesn't have any ways to regen at the moment. Have to send out maybe a salve, otherwise just this Bloodseeker will be zooming around and feeling pretty good about that thirst kicking in. Lights, and look, Sebas slowly just getting further and further pushed back. Level 3 now. There's another one. Tries to dodge it. Not quick enough. Salve. And no one might try and cancel it. No, just decides to back off. But Sebas actually comes in. They didn't get full value out of that salve at all. Top lane. Kataru does restrain himself. Maleficus was online. Cat Q cancels the clarity, and Lady sort of stands there for a moment in a little bit of annoyance. Sweden Strong charging with the onslaught. This time there is a trample. But a little slow, no boots just yet. And Kataru with those brown boots plus the thirst movement speed just walks himself away. Interesting to see Solo's build. He's just going for the 1 in Thunderstrike and maxing out the Glimpse is the standard build. You want to scale into that mid game with the Glimpse at level 4 so you can get catches all around the map. Rune will be in the top lane, or top side rather. No one. Regen Rune. You love to see it. And while this is happening, Puck's actually in base, healing up. Sladen, 1-1-1 build. Top lane, TPs are coming through. They're trying to get the kill onto the Kataru Bloodseeker. He's running away quickly though. No one he wants to chase. He has another Sleight of Fist. Will it be enough? It doesn't connect actually. Goes off to the side, and while that's happening, bottom lane, Puck, I believe, TP'd out Sebas and got the kill onto the Wraith King. No level 6 yet. And even if there was, he probably would have died twice. The excellent little sequence of events there for Tempest. They get their pos 1 out of top thanks to the stun of the Venge. And then they get a kill bottom. Cat U though, the Venge this time will not be walking away. Further over on the lane, Maleficus does connect. The stuns are continuing. There's no mangoes on Sweden Strong. They've been maybe enough for the onslaught, and it was not on cooldown. Maybe it would have got the kill there. E-Tune, 1, 2, and 1. Solid throws the thunder. Sladen still hanging on top of him. Kinetic field down. There's the soul assumption damage. Sebas is sent home, but dodges it with the illusionary orb and the jaunt, and this disruptor will be dying sadly underneath the tower. One more right click coming through from Sebas and gets the job done. B-Tune does actually stay around as the Helm of Iron will, so feels pretty tanky. Might need some TP support. Yeah, they see him in here. Throws out the Skelly Boy. Kraken, reasonably low. Sebas does have the coil. I think they could probably kill this Wraith King if they really wanted it. Mid lane, Solo, holding on to the Glimpse. Will use it if needed. There's the stun. Needs the vision. Glimpse pulling him back towards the river. Solo has a kinetic field if needed. Onslaught will be dodged by the Puck. TPing bottom. No one. They're looking for a kill onto this tiny toss. But there's a Sleight of Fist ready, and it's level 4. Tiny will go down. Double kill for no one. It's an obs in this top lane that would be dewarded by Navi if the creep's going to find it. There it is there. Nice little free deward there. I guess that's a fairly fresh sentry planted by Sweden Strong. Sweden Strong in the mid lane says, "Oh, a little bit of bonus gold from that wood. Don't mind if I do." Sebas working towards the Witchblade. Extra right click burst when he goes in to try and burst through someone nice and quickly. Potentially really anyone but the Wraith King, just to make sure that they eliminate the allies from the fight for this Wraith King. The stun, Centaur Conqueror, feeling a little bit aggrieved by what was going on there. Throws out the stomp. Solo walking up to the high ground is tossed back underneath the tower. There's the soul assumption damage and the grave chill. The kinetic field is not enough to save him. No one is here. Tries to turn around. Actually dodges the coil. Won't dodge the rupture. No, V-Tune actually has the rupture. Has an armlet and the level 6 reincarnation. Wants to actually turn around and try and fight. Soul assumption will get the damage. Was actually lacking mana. It was 15 mana short. I think Navi anticipated the reincarnation to proc there and maybe take the fight. There is the possibility as well that V-Tune, knowing that he didn't want to lose his ulti in that situation, threw out the stun on purpose, making sure that he was under 180 mana when he died, so he didn't actually use the cooldown. Because remember, level 1 reincarnation is 200-second cooldown. You really don't want to use it unless it's in a good situation. 130 is such a large improvement, and then 60 seconds at level 3. Like, when you look at the spell, there is nothing else that improves on it. It's same mana cost, everything else is the same. Slow duration, attack speed slow, movement slow, reincarnation time, nothing changes. It's just the cooldown. And rarely you see spells in Dota that are just cooldown based. No one and Solo, they're hunting. Sweden Strong would love to make his way towards level 6. Probably grab the book. He's got it queued up. Yeah, he'll grab the tome. Give himself a little bit of knowledge. Give some brains to this primal beast. Ichun TPing bottom. Blaze does have a black hole. No charges on the Urn of Shadows. Got that really early and hasn't managed to get any value out of it. The familiars. Trying to get through some creeps. Cat U does look like he'd be caught here inside the field. Although there's a stun from Sladen off to the side. He might have just sacrificed his own life as well. Malphus catches the Tiny. Going to try and juke in the trees, but with the sleight of fist, no one gives him the tap and sends him walking back the other way. Sebast DD. No Witchblade just yet. And you just see from the sleight of fist spam, he has to back up. It's a little bit too much damage for him to deal with the phase boots at the moment as well.
You have been denied.
Sweden Strong TPing top lane is now, I would assume, level. There's level 6. Does have level 6 now. Want to get the kill. I think they might use some multiple ultimates here. Yeah, black hole plus the trample. It'll get the job done. It's just a spell. Use it now. May as well be off cooldown in 190 seconds. Sweden Strong didn't even need to use the pulverize in that situation. The nice clean kill on the pos 1 of Tempest. Still is top net worth, actually, the Bloodseeker, even after that death. So you can see how well he is farming and the priority of using the black hole on him in that situation. Reincarnate has been proc V-tuned now. There's the Dream Coil. We'll try and get off a stun, but the birds, they're just baiting him at the moment. Armlet toggling does keep him alive. Where's his team? Are they coming over to help? Actually, they've caught Cat U in the river. V-tune does need to armlet toggle. He will get it, but the damage is, the burst from the silence is a little too much. I mean, V-tune was creating so much space there, and the rest of Navi just didn't really come across to assist him. I think they got waylaid by Avenge in the river. Ended up getting the kill, but still, I think assisting the core would have been their preference if they'd had a choice. Glimpse back, Static Storm. The Bucks in a lot of trouble with the damage from Sweden Strong as well. It's too much, they see. Sladen in the trees. Tiny will be pulverized. Flame Guard. He'll deal the damage out. Hasted, no one. Ember Spirit hasted, level 9, 12 minutes in. It's not the sort of sight you want to see when you're defending your mid-tier 1. V-tune arrives to assist with the push. With that armlet, moving into phase. A Soul Ring. Deso. Blink in there as well. He's got a BKB queued up. Everything's ready to be purchased by V-tune. He knows the items he wants. He just doesn't have the gold to quite get it yet. Cat U. No aspirations of items just yet. You love to see the Agnum Scepter on the Vengeful Spirit, enabling to get that swap out on the black hole, and then even swap yourself in, get your core out, and then even if you die, you have the illusion to follow up after the black hole is finished. So certainly a consideration for Venge. Maybe even just go towards the other lens to make sure, ensuring to get that black hole and or cancel or save and throw away your life for the cause. Stun does catch onto no one. There'll be a blood right on the ground. Sweden Strong connects with the onslaught and we get the kill. Coil now committed. Tossing over, doesn't get the break, but he's under the effect of the leash. Still looks like he will die. No one. Toss almost getting the break there, but it was close. If he'd had a moment, he maybe could have got a slide of fist off Fire Remnant away. Mid lane. Wood will be dropped. Sladen, no blink just yet, but he's thinking about, actually sees the smoke, so value ward already. The two-man smoke is scouted out. Sweden strong with the pulverize and solo with the level 1 in the static storm. Just the one in the kinetic field, so 2.6 second duration. And moving all the way around, Sweden strong. He'll charge through, connect onto Draken, and this is going to be a dead Visage under the static storm, and the puck will die as well. Also get caught in the storm. Pulverize grabs Venge at you. 3 dead, and it might just be 4. I mean, they saw the smoke. Tempest, they saw the smoke. They knew it was coming around. I mean, maybe they thought that Sweden Strong and Solo had headed north into the jungle trying to find a farming core, and Tempest didn't realize that the whole crew of Navi were coming to defend that tier 1. And it was a perfect little pincer movement.
Bottom lane is missing.
Sweden Strong, Arcane Boots, plus Infused Raindrops. Maxed out Onslaught, more than the Trample, which is a little bit unusual. Sweden Strong just walking through. Has the Pulverize. The birds will immediately cancel. Yeah. Bird strong. Bird stuns. Pretty strong. Just wants to kill the birds, though. He might get one. They get the resummon out. So, no fresh birds for another 127. Bottom lane. A TP. No one just fishing around with them. Hasn't got a remnant for 4 seconds. At you, swap online. Sebas fishing with the orb. May have just caught vision of no one there for a moment over that high ground. No one will feel pretty strong with Sweden strong in support in his own jungle. Blaze has a black hole. Probably wants to use it just to get any kill on the map. 6 charges now in the urn. Wraith Pact online. 10 sticks. And the side of Navi, they're coming north. Level 2 black hole now. Blink being queued up, but not just yet. Glimpse does pull back this Visage. And under the effect of the Midnight Pulse, and with the Onslaught coming through, Sweden strong. They get the kills. Sladen's been caught in the trees, tossed back, but there's no escaping from this. There's the Wraithfire Blast from V-Tune. Sweden strong, just giving some slaps. And who do they want to give the kill to? Laze says, I'll take it, thank you. Working towards that Blink Dagger, realizing how important it is to get that item online. TP's bottom, they want to defend. No one finds with the Blink chain. Sebas has a way to get out with the Jaunt. And Coil is committed, so it's not a terribly long cooldown. Only 75 seconds, but it is a minute now that Navi do feel very safe and confident on the map, particularly with Black Hole up. And they might be at the point where they just want to keep farming to get the Blink Dagger before they take their next big fight. No one. Maelstrom online with the Orb of Corrosion. Wants to just keep farming aggressively all the way outside the doors, the gates of Tempest space. Mid. Both sides just sizing off against each other. Trying to get some vision. Birds will provide a little bit, but not too much. Sentry down. Checking to see if there's any obs on top of them. Poke from no one. There's so much burst and control, particularly if Solo gets the Static Storm off. Ace Rune scouted out bottom. Kitaro, the Bloodseeker, he's even faster. BKB is ready. Is this the timing they're looking for? It's not quite level 2 birds yet. The level 1 to level 2 birds does make a very big difference. It's double the damage. And here they come with the BKB and the haste on Kitaro. They want to try and take this tower. Birds will get the damage done. But Sweden Strong comes charging through the middle of the fight. Rupture is used on the Primal Beast. He's just walking it off. Blaze holding onto the black hole in the middle. BKB's popped. Kitaro trying to get on a V-Tune, but he will walk further away. Tiny dies. Wraith Pact is down in the middle of the fight, and Tempest don't really want to take a fight with the Wraith Pact down. Birds are priority at the moment. They're gathering around. No one. Still on the hunt. Trying to find Cat U. Probably will. Has another slight chains in a moment. There it is, and that'll be probably a dead Venge with the Glimpse pullback as well. Sebas is still laying around on this bottom side. Does use the Coil and the Silence. Wants to get killed in Sweden Strong and will. Cheeky little kill. No one went the wrong way. Sebas is still just wandering through, holding onto his TP. Wants to see if he can maybe get another kill here with this Witchblade. Well, the Courier is going to scout him out, and whoa, we'll have to move away. And there's the TP. So no black hole used. Blink Dagger almost online. The Woods from Sladen on this top side is just held back by the kinetic field momentarily, but I wonder if the glimpse will come out. Solo might be looking for it. Does just get juked in the vision of the trees. Roshan is of course up. No Rosh has been taken yet this game. Maybe Navi say now's the time. They're heading in. Yeah, Vichu says enough is enough. Let's take the big boy down. They don't want to fight us. We'll force them to come to him. Come to us. We have a blink. We have a black hole. There is still Avenge to cancel. Cliff on the Rosh pit. Tempest, they know what's up. They want to try and defend it. They can get a blood right on the deck. Might actually connect on two. Sweden Strong moves through. Over onto the Bloodseeker. Picks him up with the Pulverize. Is caught inside the field. BKB is used, but the crit won't be enough. There's the first life. Aegis is on the Ember. Double stun. And there's the black hole. It's caught on two. It's got the Venge and the Tiny. And now the fight's on. They move forward with the glimpse onto Draken. Wraithfire Blast comes out. The crit from V-Tune. Wow. Wow indeed. V-Tune now with the Deso and the Armlet. And I love the decision to give the Aegis onto Note 1. V-Tune doesn't need the Aegis. He's already got a reincarnation of his own. He'll be up again in 97 seconds. So, absolute right decision there to give it to Ember. I think too many times Wraith Kings pick up Aegises when it's no good if you're the only one left alive. When you're the only one left alive as the Wraith King, you hear that classic line, the guys, feels pretty bad. Kind of wishing that you gave your mid the Aegis so that they could be alive with you. Sladen, I think, is that the Blink Dagger being sent out? There it is, Blink with the Tome of Knowledge, couple of clarities, so he'll be fight ready now. So look at the levels, maxed out Avatos combo, level 1 in the Grow. Pitaro has completed the Mjolnir. Katyu smokes up the rest of the team. They're looking for a play with now these fresh blinks. Draken has a Wraith Pact of his own. RV, they might be sensing out. They're sort of in the area. Wards get placed down. Sweden Strong is seen. There's the Blink Ava tossed back into the rest of the team. Silence. And that's one dead Primal Beast. And the Bloodseeker smells blood, moves on through. There'll be no one else home. Sweden Strong looking for the Blink Dagger. Actually pretty close. Only 2,000 or... yeah, has almost 2,000 gold. Only 300 gold away from getting it. Now there's a Blink on Sladen though. Does get the position 4 Blink a little bit earlier. And they're going to look to make movements around the map. Something like that. And Ava tossed back into the rest of the team. Other thing we did see in... want to see soon is the Shard on the Vengeful Spirit. I thought in fact I saw it before, but I think it was just Vengeful Spirit dodging with the Sleight of Fist. Moves forward, does get the Slight Chain onto Tiny, and with the Malefice as well. Tiny does look to be going down. Another Sleight of Fist will follow through. Sebas does decide to move out. Venge might just look for a swap. He's hanging out off to the side. Really wants to hold that swap for the black hole, which isn't actually ready yet. It's 10 seconds. And we'll just get caught by the glimpse. That was just a dreadful fight there for Tempest. I think the swap maybe could have been used to try and get the Visage out of that situation. But, I mean, you might have just lost track of the cooldown of that black hole. You know, it's 10 seconds. Maybe you'd expect these players to know exact timings for this, but, you know, in the heat of the moment, you might have just thought, yeah, the black hole's up. We're just holding out. On the back lines, Sebas has the Blink Witchblade. Level 1 in the coil. We'll actually use it over onto the Enigma. And silence is up. There won't be an opportunity for a black hole. But while that was happening, the Bloodseeker gets taken down. And now no one still has the Aegis for a minute. Is just moving in onto Draken. Is this another haste rune? It is. And he's just looking for more. Sends Visage back to be dealt with by the team. And he just wants more. He's moving forward. There's the Blink now from Sweden Strong with the Pulverized. V-Tune will do the honors. And no fear at all. There's the rock throw coming out. We'll just continue to move forward. And that's another 4 dead on the side of Tempest. $9K net worth lead now for Navi. And that was even without Black Hole being used. That was a dead Enigma. Fair enough. The Bloodseeker was out of the picture for the side of Tempest. This is their top net worth. But I mean, it's almost a trade you take. Do you want to take a fight without a Black Hole? It will cost you your carry. Where's my... Oh, camera got stuck there for a moment. A little scary. Ooh, does he get it out? Yeah. I mean, Puck. The balanced hero. Well, they catch him. Gets rid of the trees. Daunting still off to the side. Will use the coil. BKB committed from no one to keep the chase going. He's almost out of mana. Link is available. Goes to the top side. Doesn't have a TP actually. Uses the Fairy Fire. Keeps moving through the trees. We'll get off to the north side. Does look like it'll be safe. I mean, this... when I say Puck is very evasive, you can see what I mean. There's no way a hero deserves to make it out of that. TP used. Cancelled. Does... BKB committed to get the chase down literally on barely any mana at all and just phase shifts and blinks away. Imagine how evasive this Puck is when he does have mana. And already back in the mix. Sweden Strong now moving towards the BKB as well. V-Tune has the blink. Working on the BKB and it's being sent out. So that's BKB complete. At the same token though, Basher is ready on Kataro. So has ability to lock down. They're trying to get some damage on this tier 2 with the birds. I think they'll get the job done. So the bottom tier 2 tower will fall, but the pushers come to the top lane. Navi have arrived at the base. Sweden Strong. He's thinking about charging it up. He wants to get in there with the Primal Beast. He's chafing at the bit. Decides just to tame in the rage for a moment. He's thinking about it. He looks just embodying the Primal Beast right now. Sweden Strong. Look at this. There, he does throw the rock and...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Getting angry. Solo. Working now on the Aghanim Scepter.
Dire's middle tower
We'll have it in about 2,200 gold. Arrow might be spotted out here. There has Tiny to help assist him. In fact, if they get on top of the Enigma, there's no BKB just yet. V-Tune coming to cut across. Sweden Strong doesn't quite get there as well. They've caught the Tiny. Puck's in the area. In fact, they want to take the fight. Tempest, I'm not sure this is the best idea. Your Tiny's dead. Taro might be in trouble as well. Sweden Strong right in the middle of the fight. Doesn't have a BKB just yet. Black Hole catches the Bloodseeker and V-Tune will get the job done. Static Storm on top will miss the Puck. Puck will recoil and jaunt away. Visage being chased down now by V-Tune with the BKB. Birds are there to offer the stuns if they need it, but the damage is too much. And all for the cost of an Enigma. Tiny not going to be lasting the day here either. Cancels the Pulverize to give the last hit to V-Tune. That's a true support right there. True support. Canceling your ulti so that your carry can get the kill. Bird can get the kill on it. He's trying it. There's the stun and 100 gold. Let's just check the resummon status. 45 away, so there'll be no birds. For the Visage, this hero without birds is not a whole lot. But with
Top tower
Kitaro up, Bloodright on the deck, should be able to force the creep waves out a little bit, and Navi will back up. V-Tune is now is a little bit out of this world, and you look at comparative farm, the Bloodseeker and the Wraith King are very similar in terms of the amount of gold that they have. And you think, oh, that's even farm, but farm on the Wraith King is worth so much more.
are scanning.
Okay, it's relevant farm, and gold on Wraith King is just worth more. Blink in, stun, swap immediately to save. So Puck will look like he'll get away on the back lines. Venge will go down. Wraith Pack has been used. Double bird stun, sweet and strong. Charging forward, actually catch the Visage with the glimpse, and this is a dead Gargoyle Boy. Disruptor is one of those heroes that feels exceptional when you are ahead and feels terrible when you're behind. Glimpse just feels like an absolutely broken spell. Absolutely broken spell when you are ahead. When you're behind, you're sort of sitting there as a Disruptor and you're sitting on this level 4 Glimpse and oh gee, I guess I can use it to defensively send someone back so we don't die so quickly. But when you're ahead, it's just God tier. 16-second cooldown. The racks are now under threat. Glyph will come out. Eidolons have decent amount of push, actually incidental push between the Skeletons and the Eidolons. They don't really even need to commit that much. Level 3 ulti on the Wraith King.
Has fallen.
They're happily to go up and tank a bit of damage. 60-second cooldown. 60 seconds is not long when you think about a reincarnation. Black Hole, level 3 is almost up. Just one more level on Lays. But doesn't even need the level 3, really. It's not about the damage. Probably more about the 20 seconds less on the cooldown. That's a little bit more relevant than the damage coming through. What's the result? Camry 123. We are still in game 2. Game 1, as you can see, was given to Navi. Navi took that one. And game 2 is 16k net worth lead to Navi. 37 kills to 12. No racks have fallen yet. But the Wraith King of V-Tune is getting a little bit out of control. Second Roshan does look like to be claimed by Navi as well. Solo. Actually, is that the Aghanim Scepter coming out? Does he have it? It must be close. Yags on Solo. Arcane Rune bottled up by no one. And I think they'll once again give the Aegis to no one. Or the Enigma. I doubt they'll give it to V-Tune. There's a shard here. They do give it to V-Tune this time. So this time he's the tower hitter. Last time there was movement around the map. They gave it to no one as the Ember wanted to apply a lot of pressure. Now this time, V-Tune is the one standing up hitting the towers. He's got Deso, got the AC. He wants to cleave into those towers and he's got 3 lives now to do it. Hunting through. Ooh, the Tiny. Very quickly managed to blink and TP out. Might have been caught there if he'd stayed a moment longer. Sweet and strong. Charging forward with the rock. Trying to catch maybe someone TPing out. Draken will send the birds over to protect himself. Blink through. Oh, just guesses the wrong way. Sweet and strong. Cat you close to the 4-staff, but this Venge is nowhere near the items that they want at this point in the game. Love to have an Ether, love to have an Aghanim Scepter to have that free swap in and fear not death. But this game is going to have to extend a long time for the Vengeful Spirit to feel comfortable to do what they need to do. Sladen, Blink working on the 4-staff as well. Mobility is really important. On this 4 Tiny, it's tempting to try and go for some damage. Maybe get an Echo Saber. But really, you need to be able to blink in, cast spells, and get yourself out with the 4-staff. You want to be able to do multiple Blink Avatos combos in a fight. If you don't have that 4-staff, you go in, you get your combo once, and then you die. Wraith Pack is on the deck behind the tower. Sweet and strong. No BKB just yet. Does have an Ether Lens, though. Being tossed deep into the base V-Tune, but the Ember Spirit will probably come in and help. That's the first life. He's got another 2. No one. Moving through, there's a Static Storm down on the Puck, so Puck is dead, has buyback, will use it. There's the BKB Black Hole catching out the Visage and triple buybacks now. Double coil off to the side of the fight, over to the left. No one is still trying to fight against Kitaro. BKB is used. Remember, there is a Basher No one's actually hiding in the trees. Silence with the stun. Does look like no one will go down in the middle. Back over Rampage for no one. He's still alive. He didn't even die. Teams are looking to try and retreat back.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm not sure where the Bloodseeker went. As the maybe he was just a little too low. He might have died to one more Sleight of Fist, but I mean, I moved away from the no one there expecting. He was on 1 HP. Would have died to one more hit, but managed to get the kill on the Venge. No one just going absolutely ham in this fight with the Aghanim Scepter and the Enchanted Quiver, actually. That's a really good item for the Ember Spirit. Just getting that extra 225 magical damage with the True Strike. Saying that, though, the racks still stand. A lot of buybacks expended. If we have a quick look, we can see the Puck, Visage. Tiny used his earlier, but Puck, Visage, and Venge all use buyback in that particular fight. So if Navi are able to take another fight like that, there just won't be the resources from Tempest to buy back and fight that again. And 22k net worth lead. It's looking dire. Pardon the pun. It's looking dire for Tempest right now. 24 on no one. Close to getting that 12-second Remnant restore time. Oh, they've scouted it out. Sebas does TP. It's a long TP. Oh my goodness, if Sweden Strong had just had a bit of a look. I wonder if I think you saw him. There's vision there, right? They had vision? Or was that just freshly planted? No, I think that was just thrown down. That was just thrown down. That would have been... if Sweden Drone just had a wander around the trees, he would have found the Puck. Puck probably would have cancelled the TP and the long and winded goose chase would have begun. Probably would have lived, considering what we saw earlier in the game. The mobility and survivability of the Puck is a little bit absurd. Shiva's Guard complete on no one. Lays doesn't have a Lincolns. Didn't go in for the Lincolns this game. Venge just hasn't been that much of an issue. The Venge has either been dead or has not been in position to get the swap saves. Admittedly, if he is in range, the black hole is cancelled. There is still no Lincolns. So the swap is still a direct counter. It will go through the BKB. Sweden Strong throwing the rock in. Will catch the stun over onto Draken under the cover of smoke. The Skellies, though, they're moving forward. Trying to get some damage on the tower. They will die reasonably quickly. The first or second summon, is there more? That's it. Obswood on the low ground is just scouting out Navi a little bit. They see Lays. This is the ideal target if they can get rid of this black hole. Solo, 900 gold away from the Ags. Pretty huge if they catch on the Bloodseeker then. With that Aghanim Scepter. No BKB if he gets it down first. V-Tune up onto the high ground. There's the secondary stun. Actually tossing him deep into the base. They want to try and kill him twice. But if you ignore no one, he's just going to come and clean up your entire base. There's the black hole. The Venge is dead. They kill the Bloodseeker underneath the tier 4s. And this is just delaying time now. Draken, he stone formed himself, but he will die in a moment. Back towards the middle of the fight. No one is still going through everything. He's silenced up, but he doesn't even care. He's just chasing. Has another 2 charge. Has the 2 charges of Sleight of Fist. He'll use 1. Gems on the deck. Remnanting back into the base. Puck. Sebas. They've actually managed to take the fight. With the buyback on the Bloodseeker, they did end up cleaning up the rest of the fight. That doesn't say that you've bought back. There it is. I was going to say. Did buy back in the fight. That's a pretty big resource. 20k net worth lead now to Navi, and it's the buyback on the Bloodseeker. You just can't keep buying back. The timer will be up. I think next black hole, Navi. Don't think there's any way that Tempest can now stop them. See him on this bottom side. There's no BKB. Has have a Basher and a Lincoln's. But with no BKB, I think Katara's just sort of had a little bit of a moment here. Getting a little bit out of position, although it might be the Ember's out of position. He does actually get the last hit, so he's still fighting up against the puck. Won't be enough. There is a buyback available if he wants to use it. Double bounty runes. I think if it was any other hero, Sweden Strong does grab him with the Pulverize. Don't think there'll be enough damage here. Oh, the stun actually catches. And the throw. Oh, the rock throw at Ember. That's the go time. Buying back into the fight. They won't finish the game right now. They know that Puck and Bloodseeker have no buybacks. Oh, the Malefice is caught. There's no BKB on this Tiny. There's no way out. The glimpse back in under the Midnight Pole. Slight change. And he's just going to have a slow, painful death. Buyback is ready on Tiny. Cat, you just trying to clear this mid wave. Kill the creeps. They need to rely on the backdoor protection. But, oh no, the Venge being caught as well. Oh, does try and full start him away from the Invis Rune. Is there a gem? No detection. So maybe Cat U with the 12 TPs. Let's see how many times he's died this game. Feels bad, man. He will survive for the time being. He needs to clear this mid wave. Creeps have to die. Oh, Sweden Strong, he knows. The birds. Birds are in trouble. They will die for it. They delay the push temporarily. They're doing a decent job. Bloodseeker up in 24 seconds. At you. Oh, the vision. There's the sentry up on the high ground, and now he played his luck a little too long. Potentially just should have TP'd home. With all those TPs, no buyback, and into the base they go. Onto the tier 4s. Tiny will get stunned by the Wraithfire. There's the Malefice follow-up, and he just disappears. They don't go for tier 4s. Don't want to risk taking a little more than they can chew. They'll get the Megas. That's the plan anyway. Buyback on the Tiny, looking for potentially a toss-back play in. But without the puck, I really think they're going to struggle to control and have the damage. There's the BKB. Blink in. They catch the Visage. Wraithpacks on the ground will be removing a lot of that damage. They're actually trying to kill it. No one is focusing that Wraith Pact. It will go down. Self-drop on Draken. And there's the Black Hole on the back line. They catch the Bloodseeker again. He has no chance to do anything. There's the Static Storm. I believe it's an Ags upgrade. And I'd say that's the game. GG is called. Tempest, they've had enough. They're out. And Navi will be progressing in this lower bracket through to the next round. Tempest, the TI dream, it ends here.